Hi, welcome back to McClutchy Maths. My name is Natalie McClutchy and today we are going through 2022's external exams for Queensland General Maths. So we're looking at paper 1, which is a combination of multiple choice and short answer questions. And our topic today is sequences. So even if you're not in Australia or even Queensland, sequences is the name of the game. It will be helpful to you for looking at future exams. So let's kick right off with a multiple choice question, question 4. A swimmer has a weekly training routine to improve their fitness as modelled by the recursive function Tn plus 1 equals Tn plus 2, where Tn is the number of laps they swim in week N and T1 equals 4, which graph best represents the swimmer's routine. So we can see we've got 4 graphs here represented in our multiple choice. The first main difference you'll notice is that graph A and C have number of laps per week across the bottom, whereas B and D on the x-axis have number of weeks. Now, we would recall that what we're actually graphing here is a type of a time series, and we should always be graphing our number of weeks or the time that's elapsed on the x-axis, always, whenever we have a time series. So straight away, we can eliminate options A and C. Boom, they're gone. Okay, now we want to focus on options B and D, and this is where it gets a little bit trickier. First of all, let's read back in the question. We've got some key information there. And one thing we would know is that there is no week 0 or no time 0. A person starts swimming in the first week. So in the 0 week, they're not actually doing any swimming. So we know that our graph has to start at week 1. That's a logical check that you could do. But also looking back in that question, we can see that our first term is equal to 4. And that's the term in week 1. That's what that N here means. You can see here Tn, T1, week 1. That's our clue. So it should be week 1. 4 over there. So there's 2 ways of approaching that. First of all is the logical approach. The second is to read the information in the question and relate that back to the graph. So we know straight away option B is not possible. It's got to be option D. Next question is another sequences question, but it's short answers and it's worth 4 marks. So we know we need to show all of our working. The number of songs on a person's playlist N in each week since joining a music streaming service Tn forms an arithmetic sequence as shown by the graph. What do we know about arithmetic sequences? Well, we know firstly that when they're graphed they form a straight line, and another thing we know is that they go up by the same or down by the same amount each time, and we call that D, the common difference. So we're going to use this arithmetic sequence to predict the number of songs in week 25 after they've joined the streaming service. Okay, so before we can make any predictions, we've got to come up with some sort of recurrence relation for the sequence. Pulling it off your formula sheet is a great place to start if you're in Queensland. This is what it looks like. Any other states, you might have some different letters as your variables, but it means basically the same thing. The nth term is equal to the first term plus the number of terms, take away 1, times by the common difference. Okay, so first of all, let's pull together some information off the graph. First of all, we can see that our very first term is 87, and we can see that over here on the graph above week 1. And we also need to find D, the common difference. So if we take 209 and take away 87, we get a common difference of 122. And just by stating our variables, we've come up with the first 2 of 4 marks. So we're halfway there. Okay, so now we need to pull this together and make our recurrence relation. We're going to put this information and substitute it into our sequence formula. So if we take Tn is going to be equal to 87 plus n minus 1 multiplied by 122. So let's now substitute n equals 25 into the sequence. T25 will equal 87 plus 25 minus 1 multiplied by 122, and we know 25 subtracting 1 is equal to 24. Now if we work that out on our calculator, we get the 25th term is going to be 3015, and we should always finish this off by writing a statement, because we're not asked to find T25, we're asked to predict the number of songs. So the predicted number of songs is 3015, and that is our 4th and final mark for this particular question. Okay, well, did you find this video helpful? And if you did, here's some ways you can engage further with our channel. You can follow us on social media. We're on Instagram and Facebook. Like and subscribe to the channel, and that way you'll always know when new videos are being released. You could tell someone, you could share the video with a friend or a teacher, or you could email us at mcclutchymaths@yahoo.com if you've got any questions whatsoever. Well, thank you so much for joining me today. My name is Natalie McClutchy. Have a wonderful day.